I do my best to stay cool and respond rationally to the Trump regime's assaults on our fellow humans and the moral universe. But the attack this week in Chicago offends me to my core, and I hope it does you too. The facts are that dozens of federal agents, backed up with helicopters, riot trucks, drones, and flashbang grenades, descended upon a single building in the middle of the night. In the so-called immigration raid, they rounded up blacks and Latinos, women and children, in addition to men, and American citizens as well as non-citizens. The reports are horrifying. Doors were smashed down, apartments were ransacked, women and children were taken out in zip ties by armed agents without warrants, and some of these children were naked. When confronted about their actions, one laughing agent said, "Fuck them kids." Now, many of us have wondered how bad things could get and where are the moral boundaries for these Trump thugs. We've already known they could not care less about the rule of law, to provide due process, or only conduct searches with legal warrants. But this horrifying assault on the most basic obligation to treat people with respect tosses aside any adherence to morality and human decency. What kind of monsters grab children and take them outside without clothes? Who does that? What kind of government permits its agents to abuse American citizens and non-citizens without the slightest concern for their rights, their well-being, indeed their basic humanity? The answer can only be a fascist regime that has abandoned any moral code as it seeks to stoke fear and do violence. These are brown shirts. These are jackbooted thugs reveling in damage. This is Stephen Miller telling so-called law enforcement, "You are unleashed." This ugly attack should offend our most basic sense of right and wrong. I hope that my moral revulsion is felt widely and that it can mobilize growing numbers of Americans to protest, to say enough is enough and demand an end to this regime's worsening fascism.